is so busy it don't miss a tree, and an old weeping willow is laughing at me. Oh, what a beautiful morning, oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling, everything's going my way. Oh, what a beautiful day.
I'm Anne, I'm a dementia support worker and I work for the Alzheimer Society in the local area, which is Basingstoke and the villages around Northern Hampshire. As a dementia support worker, it's my job to enable people with dementia and their families and carers to carry on living for as long as they possibly can, as they wish to live, with as good a quality of life as possible. Dementia is an overall umbrella term which covers a variety of symptoms that people with any of the dementias might experience. The most common dementia is Alzheimer's, the second most common is vascular dementia, and the third most common is probably mixed dementia, which is those two put together. And people with a dementia will experience things that you've probably heard about, like memory problems. They lose mostly their short-term memory, which can make life difficult for them. They may also have difficulties with communication, finding it difficult to use the correct words in any sentence they want. They may have problems with their mobility, and they may also find it difficult to carry on with the activities of daily living.
Shoulders, elbows, elbows, hips and knees and toes and baby. 1, 2.
Well, Singing for the Brain is a group of us meet on a Friday, carers and folk affected with dementia and Alzheimer's. And what we do is we gather to start off with, have a cup of tea, and then we start off with a vocal warm-up, some breathing exercises, and then we sing a variety of songs. Some of them are familiar, some of them are tunes that we know that we've put new words to. We particularly enjoy singing partner songs and songs in rounds. And all of the singing helps people keep their voice, keep the instruments of their voice, their ability to swallow, keep all of these muscles nice and strong. So they can join in with the singing, but they can also then make sure that they still have a voice and have a say in life.
3 hips and knees and baby. 1, 2, 3 hips and knees and...
The group offers people a place to relax with people in a similar situation. We find that great friendships are formed because everybody understands the nature. We find that for some people it's a place where they can come and relax, and for some they've actually said that it is indeed a lifeline for them. It's perhaps the only thing that they venture out in the week for socially. So it fulfills lots of roles apart from being good fun and singing. The group meets in St Mary's Church, Old Basing, and we meet on a Friday morning. We start gathering at 10:30. If anybody wishes to join, if you contact the Alzheimer's branch in Basingstoke, and then you'll be referred through.
Well, this is my first experience with the Alzheimer's, is coming here today to this meeting, and it was quite enlightening. But basically, I've looked after a lot of people in my lifetime, and I have met a few that, well, quite a few that have had dementia. So I'm basically okay, you know, I'm quite all right with dementia. I know the different things about it. Well, I know how to look after them.
What you need to remember is that life doesn't end when dementia begins. So I know it's a scary word, and I know there's a lot of stigma attached to the thought that you've got a mental health condition. You're going loony. You're not. And there's lots of things we can do to try and make life easier for you. You might have problems with memory, and it's usually the short-term memory, okay? And it's not because you go upstairs and you've forgotten what you've gone upstairs for. We all do that, all right?
You've met it along the way. We're still people inside. We still remember what happened 3 years ago and 30 years ago and 70 and 80 years ago. It's just what happened just now is the problem. I'm very grateful because I'm not grateful because I've got it, but I'm grateful that it hasn't taken away my sense of humour. Because without my sense of humour, I wouldn't be there.
And she is so funny. So she really is a lovely lady.
And my friend. I even discovered the other day that I'd put something in the oven and forgotten it was in there. And fortunately I haven't lit the oven, but I mean it can be quite destructive otherwise. Okay. There are faults to Alzheimer's, but as I said, if you keep your sense of humour, then you can laugh it off.
This particular memory club runs every Friday. The sessions are from 10:30 to 12:30 for the morning session. Some of the participants will stay for lunch as well, so they'll do a short lunch break, and then the second session in the afternoon is 1 till 3. They're all very different, and even the same person can be different from one week to the other. They all have varying different types of memory loss. Some are more further on than others. Most of them are at what we call early stages of dementia. They're a great bunch. They tend to interact really well together. We always find out sort of not just their medical history, but their previous jobs, interests, hobbies, so that then we can then partner them up with someone else that's got similar interests or hobbies that come along to the group. And then that obviously creates more conversation and reminiscing too.
Tell somebody something, I just couldn't remember. I know what I was all about, but I couldn't tell.
You couldn't get the word out at that time. That is so frustrating, isn't it?
At the stage, I'm just sitting here and I don't know where I live.
That is very common, and what I would say to you is try writing it down. Okay? When you remember it, when it comes to you, write it down, then you'll have it to hand.
It's very confusing, not just for them, but for me, because I don't know what to expect. It's all very new, and it creeps up on you. Mum might forget something, Mum might put something in the wrong place, and you have a lot of doubts in early days.
Yeah, I try to tell them when we go down dancing, tell them to come here.
Oh, you haven't been dancing for some time now?
No, but when I went, I said, why don't you go along there, you know?
Oh, you weren't going to the club then, because you were dancing in October. You only came to the club a couple of weeks ago, didn't you? It's been a little while.
I said, I didn't think it was that. But I did say to him, you know.
Yeah. So what might just be a silly bit of forgetfulness to someone, to you, is that's not my mum. That's not what my mum used to be. I have to look at my mum differently now. She's my mum in her whole outlook, but she's not my mum, the internal working.
But don't forget it, you know, I put the same things down if you look.
Yeah, but you do forget some things.
Oh, sometimes you do.
Yeah.
I don't believe that
You've
some
lost
things.
handbag today, Mummy.
Well, no, I put it in a place.
A safe place.
And I couldn't find it.
I think that constitutes as lost. It manifests itself in different ways because she'll try to cover up her shortcomings now. So it's very difficult. If she could just say, oh, I don't know where I've hidden this, or I don't know where I've done that, it'd make life a lot easier for all of us, but she tries to hide it because she doesn't know what's happening to her really. She knows something's wrong, but she doesn't know what it is.
Oh, I've been coming for about a year now, and we can come every week, and it's good. So after you've finished, you go home and you're bouncing around happily on top of the world.
Bring me sunshine in your smile, bring me laughter all the while. Let your arms be as warm as the sun up above. Bring me fun, bring me sunshine, bring me